binder of thousands, maybe 7,000 pictures, but in your database of your brain, you must have a ton of pictures. How on earth do you remember all this stuff?
Yeah, so for the sports image itself, I could be watching a game, and usually it's like the bigger events, like NBA Finals or a Women's World Cup game, where that's the game that everybody's sort of tuned into. And then I'm sort of always on Twitter, and come across images on the timeline that are interesting. So either I'll like take a picture if I'm watching a game, take my camera and like take a picture of my screen, or usually if it's something that is worth taking a picture of, somebody on Twitter is going to, I guess there's programs where they run the stream of the game and then they snip it and it's like a HD version versus me like taking my picture. There are a few accounts that have that, and then like the no context accounts for the various sports always have interesting images. But I'm not going and like downloading images from any like official sources other than just sort of if they're editorial outlets that have used them from official sources. I'll sort of pull those and credit the the various photographers. So come across a lot of images on the timeline, and then sometimes people will DM pictures, and then a lot of the times they'll just tag the account, and so they'll just show up in my notifications, which is really helpful because I can only watch so much. Like a college football Saturday, like I'll have a game or two that I'm watching, but then there's stuff going on across the spectrum of college football. And then I guess there are a few different things that could happen. I could like know immediately what I want something to be, just from like knowing the image. It could be a theme in art history that I sort of recognize, and then have to find the best version of that. Or then sometimes it's a artist style, or like a period of art style, and then sort of poking through what might work best. But then I have I think it's almost up to like 7,500 in one folder, 1,000 or so in a different folder, of just images that I've like personally taken at museums. I used to travel a bunch for work, and wherever I'd go to museums, and especially now that the accounts become bigger, I've really tried to go to a museum and just go like up to each wall and take photos of things that are interesting. And then it's kind of memorizing those, or each museum tends to have themes and sections, and then understanding where something might fall within that. But it all kind of comes together.